play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the move, it's Tatum. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Kearney. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown Sooners! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for room. It's Marshall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down. And now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up. And they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Marshall.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. To the ground with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Catch in the middle. It's Tatum. And as they drag him down, time is almost certainly going to expire here in the quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it both.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Will go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Used the play fake. Now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Wants to throw. It's Nelson. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time...
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Skips away from pressure. That's it, 5. Complete to the right. Continues to fight for yards. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's James. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Williams will pass. He fires one deep down the right side. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Extra point here will give them the lead.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for room. It's Tatum. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. To throw, it's Nelson. Complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The inside handoff. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Lost a throw on first down. With the catch, it's Tatum. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for a crease, it's Tatum. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here comes the two-point try. This is a designed run. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got a little space. Makes it past the marker. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Hard running there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking for space. It's Young. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Williams looking for a man. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Bettis. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. With a first down in the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Tatum. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Nelson. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
They'll try the right side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking, it's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on it, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running to Green. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They're going to ride this running back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The gift to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On the move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Bettis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the grab, and he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This for the lead and very likely the win. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Get set, get set.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14.